Dozens of countries kept up pressure on China at the United Nations on Thursday over accusations of rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims and other minorities in the country's Xinjiang region, sparking an angry response from China's UN envoy.
Here's a summary of the article.
United Nations. Dozens of countries kept up pressure on China at the United Nations on Thursday over accusations of rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims and other minorities in the country's Xinjiang region, sparking an angry response from China's UN envoy. Confrontations over Xinjiang between China and mostly Western countries, including the United States, have become a regular occurrence at both the UN General Assembly in New York and the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva. Advertisement. In a statement, part of which was read by French UN Ambassador Nicolas de Rivière to the General Assembly Rights Committee, 43 countries voiced concern about increasing reports of widespread and systematic human rights violations, accusing China of detaining more than 1 million people in camps. China's UN ambassador, Zhang Jun, hit back in a statement partly read to the Rights Committee on Thursday. To the US and a few other countries, "Your desperate attempts to cover up your own terrible human rights record will not work," he said. UN Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet has been negotiating access to Xinjiang since September 2018. At the Human Rights Council in June, more than 40 countries urged China to give Bachelet immediate access.
This post received a score of 9,800, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The envoy's response: "No matter how many times repeated, lies are still lies," he added. "You are using human rights as a pretext for political maneuvering to provoke confrontation."
Greater than, no matter how many times repeated, lies are still lies, lol that's rich.
Works on a good many commenters in this comment section. Whataboutisms and deflections galore. Mainly from commenters whose history is 80% defending China in our World News posts. Like clockwork, they show up.
Have you tried posting between 12 to 1 p.m. Beijing time? Catch them while they're at lunch.
Your internet activity has attracted our attention. 11,115 Do not do this again. Bu Yao Zai Jie Yang Zuo. If you do not hesitate, more social credits will be subtracted from your profile, resulting in the subtraction of ration supplies. You'll also be sent into a re-education camp in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Zone. Glory to the CCP.
What is that picture of Winnie the Pooh doing there?
-500 social credit.
What's the ratio of the social credits to US dollars?
The original report, entitled Cross-Regional Joint Statement on Xinjiang, was given as follows if anyone was curious.
It continues to stand out starkly to me just how few Muslim-majority countries are willing to make any statements critical of China on the matter of the genocide, or even to not deport asylum seekers back to China and to the camps. They're not monolithic of course, but you definitely see statements from time to time from such countries critical of Western nations' treatment of Muslims. List of the 43 signatories in case anyone's interested. I have the honor of delivering this cross-regional joint statement on behalf of the following 43 countries: Albania, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria.
Wow. Japan, Turkey are literally the only major non-Western countries. I would have thought Korea or Philippines would have joined too.
Japan is usually considered Western because they vote with Europe and the US on almost everything and have a very similar political system, share many of the same concerns as Western countries do. Turkey is in NATO, which sometimes means something, sometimes doesn't. The big surprises here for me are Eswatini, Honduras and Liberia.
I mean for Turkey, the ones that are being oppressed are Uyghur Turks, so there's that as well.
A bit more info. 43, mainly Western countries voted against China, 62 countries supported China and dismissed the accusations as propaganda. I wonder which group had more Muslim countries in it.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.